Before the Sleigh. Written by Dr. Dhoot. Narrated by Claire Rooney. In the very beginning, before the sleigh, Santa did things in a roundabout way. To deliver gifts to every child, he'd race against time and go perfectly wild. Using all sorts of transport, whatever it took, he'd get the job done, if not quite by the book. The job was quite simple, to go door to door, but no one else had ever delivered this many gifts before. He would ride horses, take buses, drive cars, and fly a plane. Once he took a submarine, but usually he'd take a train. But over the years, the population grew. Santa fell behind, overwhelmed and confused. He sat in despair, not knowing what to do. His plans no longer fit, his schedule askew. The trips were tiresome and took too long. Only 3 weeks till Christmas, and everything was wrong. Exhausted that night, Santa went to bed. Mrs. Claus saw him, and her face filled with dread.
Mrs. Claus, there's just no end in sight. I'll have to work through Christmas night.
Mrs. Claus was worried. Santa was without cheer. She listened intently as he shared his fear. The next morning, Mrs. Claus rose with a plan to save the world's jolliest man. She ran to the workshop, needing a crew, no time to spare with so much to do. She spoke of a craft that could fly through the air, transporting Santa with time to spare. This craft would be a special design, specifically made to deliver gifts on time.
Let's start here with this rusty old sleigh. I'll run some calculations to get underway. We'll need a power source to make it fly. Let's make it jet-powered so it can go really high.
The elves got excited and cleared some space, discussed aerodynamics and timing and pace. With much shaking of heads and a bit of a shout, they finally had it all down, all figured out. Soon, the din of clanking and clonking, buzzing and whining and scraping and plonking, whooshing and clicking and drilling and boring all drowned out the sounds of Santa's snoring. The elves replaced every catch, every lock, all the while keeping an eye on the clock. Two days before Christmas, in the early light, the elves stood proud, their eyes shining bright. Mrs. Claus took Santa's hand to show the surprise. Santa stood blinking, still a bit sleepy-eyed. Gizmos and gadgets and sleek thin wings. This sleigh had such imaginative things. A speedometer, cameras, and an eggnog dispenser were all integrated with an imaging sensor, an autopilot system to get through a storm, and a plexiglass dome to keep Santa warm, cushy seats and a place to put up his feet, and a giant toy trunk and fresh cookies to eat. And under the hood, a magnificent sight, a humming jet motor, powerful, light. Under all that was a giant battery pack, stretching from the front all the way to the back. His sleigh was intuitive, doing what he asked. Santa's first command was to set his music on blast. On the runway, with a few more commands, the sleigh started to move without the need for his hands.
Apply heading 230, runway 27 left. Cleared for takeoff.
And in a flash, the sleigh soared up high, disappearing in the morning sky. Then he saw the red button. Oh, what fun! Santa pushed it and 3, 2, 1... 767 miles an hour. The sleigh went supersonic. Such engine power. There was a puff of steam, but no other sound. There was no sonic boom heard from the ground. Its body and shape pierced the air. This sleigh was designed with great care. Santa hopped off, came over, then paused.
Thank you all, and mostly dear Mrs. Claus. This amazing, thoughtful and clever invention rings in a new era and reduces my tension.
He gave her a great big hug and a kiss. For Christmas Day, he would not miss. A job well done, their spirits light, the elves celebrated with all their might. They made it in time for the man in red, and now it is time for rest and to go to bed. The end. But what happened next? But later that night, Mrs. Claus could not sleep. Questions arose, thoughts so deep. She went to her study and filled her cup. Our demand might grow. Will we keep up? What if the elves, or some other thing, could make more gifts in just a ping? She cleared her desk, and with twinkling eyes, she started to ideate, plan, and devise. This book is dedicated to my two little elves, Aria and Zia, and to my Mr. Claus that brings so much joy to my life.